Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. So today we're taking a look at a TOEFL speaking question that was shared to me by my student Wendy from China. She faced this question, I believe, on the offline version of the exam this past Friday. Should you share your travel itinerary with family and friends? Now, maybe some of you are wondering about this word itinerary. And yes, sadly, it might throw some people off, but I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. If you're not, just think of it as specific travel plans. So if you conceptualize this as travel plans, it might make it a little bit more easier for you. All right, so here I'm gonna go positive. I'm gonna kind of agree with this, so I'm gonna say, yeah, why not? Definitely. And I'm gonna go with the two reason attack to give you guys plenty of ideas. So the first reason I came up with was basically making sure that my family and friends are aware of everything that's going on when I'm traveling abroad, okay? When I'm traveling overseas. And I'll explain like some ideas for this in just a moment. And the second reason, this is a good one. I think a lot of people will probably come up with this on the exam. That's a safety, okay? Because when you're traveling to a foreign country, especially a place you're not really familiar with, things can happen. Something can go wrong, all right? Maybe a person can be robbed, or maybe they might get involved in some kind of accident, like a vehicle accident, right? A lot of things can happen, natural disasters. So this is a good one. You could say a ton of things about it. So, well, I definitely think that it's better to share my travel itinerary with family and friends for two main reasons. Okay. First of all, I can keep them updated with my latest activities and the destinations I'm visiting. So the destinations, the places you're traveling to, they could be cities, they could be countries, they could be regions, destinations, okay, encompasses all those words. For example, last spring, I went on a road trip to Southeast Asia. So I decided to create and share a travel blog about Vietnam, Thailand, and other countries for my close friends and family members. And I also uploaded selfies related to these places on my Instagram. Why? So that the people close to me can also enjoy my experiences. So kind of a creative response here. You may have something similar, you may not. It's absolutely totally fine. Besides, so reason two is introduced here. I tend to share my actual travel itineraries simply because of safety reasons. There we go. My parents and best friend can track my flight information, the hotels I book, and the specific places I visit in general, just in case there's a serious emergency and they need to reach me. Done. Now, let's say you took the opposite route. Maybe you had negative feelings toward this question or this idea. That's fine. I'll give you some ideas. Again, we could talk about safety, but in a different way. And we could also talk about jealousy. This could be a good one too. I don't think everybody would come up with this, but I'm just getting your creative juices flowing here. Well, I definitely think that it's better not to share my travel itinerary with family and friends for two main reasons. Okay, here we go. First of all, there's a likelihood. What is a likelihood? Like a chance, right? That a bad actor, so this is a word or phrase you've probably been hearing a lot lately, especially because now there's been a lot of people who have been hacked on the internet, or people, dealing with kind of criminals and shady people lately. So anytime you think of the word bad actor, it has nothing to do with actual acting in theater or cinema. Nothing to do with that. This is just a noun that's referring to people who are manipulating other people. Maybe they're scamming them, they're deceiving them in one way or another, or they could be just evil people, criminals in general. It refers to, just bad people in general. May hack my computer and messenger apps and then gain access to all my private information about my travel plans, which can be extremely dangerous. There we go. We're hitting on that theme of safety. Perhaps they can use that info to track down my whereabouts, like where you're at, what you're doing, right? And rob me or something to extort my parents somehow, some way. We don't know how they're gonna do it. Maybe they hacked your WhatsApp or your Telegram. Now they're telling your, uncle or something that you've been kidnapped or something, and you should wire them $10,000, pounds, euros, whatever, and you'll be released or something. I mean, they could do a lot of strange things. It's happened. So I'm just giving you some, ideas. On top of that, I normally don't like sharing my travel plans with most people, particularly, especially my friends, because it might make some of them feel jealous and think that I'm being a show-off or something. So what is show-off? Like someone who, is acting a little snobby, right? They think they're better than others, and they're just basically showing people the things they own, the things they possess, the places they're at, okay? Especially when it comes to things that many people cannot afford for whatever reason. Maybe they lack the money, the means, the time, etc. As a consequence, as a result, so I like as a consequence or consequently when I'm talking about a bad situation here, instead of as a result. You don't have to use it, but it's a little bit better. This might create rifts. What are rifts? Like little gaps, right? Cracks, maybe, in my friendships. So basically, they can hurt, they can harm, they can impair your friendships, your relationships. So guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for future content.